Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, As-salatu was-salamu ala Rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear sisters. The name for today is Al-Wakeel. Al-Wakeel means the ultimate trustee, the guardian, the disposer of affairs, the advocate. The deeper meaning of Al-Wakeel is one who takes care of his slaves with perfection. This means Allah will take care of you, all your worries and concerns with perfection. So when you depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will not let you down. Allah will not disappoint you. Allah will not delegate it to someone else. He will take care of your affairs Himself. In Surah Al-Muzammil, Allah says, He is the Lord of the East and the West. There is no deity except Him. So take Him as disposer of your affairs. What does Allah mean by saying He is the Lord of the East and the West in this context when He asks us to take Him as our Wakeel? Well, do you have a problem that's farther than the East? Do you have a problem that's farther than the West? If you don't, and for a surety you won't, then what makes you think that the Lord of the East and the West can't take care of your problems? And then He says in Surah Talaq verse 3, whoever relies on Allah, He is sufficient for him. Subhanallah, these are the words of Allah, my dear sisters. The one who will always and always keep His promises. And Allah says, rely on the ever-living one who does not die. And again Allah says in Surah Al-Imran, put your trust in Allah. Allah loves those who put their trust in Him. What after these ayahs will we worry about? What on earth, what in the world after these promises of the trustworthy Al-Mu'min will we be hopeless and be heartbroken about? Now pay close attention to the ahadith that I'm going to mention here. Hasbi Allahu la ilaha illa huwa alayhi tawakkaltu wa huwa rabbul arshil azim. Meaning, Allah is sufficient for me. There is none worthy of worship but Him. I have placed my trust in Him. He is the Lord of the majestic throne. It is narrated in a Sahih Hadith in Abu Dawood that Allah will grant whoever recites this 7 times in the morning or in the evening whatever he desires from this world or the next. What an offer, subhanallah. It is narrated in Abu Dawood and At-Tirmidhi that whoever says Bismillahi tawakkaltu ala Allah la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah while leaving their houses, and the meaning of that is, in the name of Allah, I put my trust in Allah. There is no power or might except with Allah. It will be said to him by an angel, you are guided, you are defended, and you are protected. We all have worries and anxieties, my dear sisters. That is the life of this dunya. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who knows you better than you know yourself, the one who knew you even before you were born, the one in whose hand is a control of all the affairs, asks you to put your trust in Him and promises you that He will take care of you. However, on one condition, only one condition. And what is that? You do everything that is there to do from your side. That's the only condition, khalas. You have to fulfill this for Allah to be your Wakeel. A person asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, should I tie my camel and have tawakkul, or should I leave her untied and have tawakkul? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam replied, tie her and have tawakkul. One of the renowned scholars, Al-Jurjani, says, trust in Allah means that you did everything that you can and you're so hopeful of whatever is with Allah. And you're absolutely hopeless with what the people have. Beautiful, subhanallah. The one who puts his trust in Allah is called mutawakkil. And a true mutawakkil divides himself into 2. 1, his heart and soul. 2, his body. His heart and soul 100% believes and hopes in Allah, while his body 100% does everything there is to do. The ulama say that it is absolute disrespect to Allah to put your trust in Allah when you haven't done anything from your side. You know how it is. There are some of us who would not study for exam and would say, I have my trust in Allah. And others who wouldn't go out in search of a livelihood and say, I know Allah will provide, I have my trust in Allah. These are the kinds we are talking about. And it's not limited to these 2 examples, but any one of us who has the same attitude. I mean, what have we taken Allah for? Is Allah at our service? Astaghfirullah. A true mutawakkil is one who will do everything that he can, but will put the entire trust upon Allah and not whatever he did. I repeat that. A true mutawakkil is one who will do everything that he can, but will put the entire trust upon Allah and not whatever he did, or any means, or any person. Trust belongs only to Allah. A mutawakkil is the one that has full and firm belief that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control of all the things. And He is the only one who can provide, and he will not depend on anyone or anything except Allah. Allah may choose to deliver your affairs to grant you ease and relief through someone else. And this is what happens most of the time. But sometimes in your life, you will find yourself in a situation where you have no one. Absolutely no one for help or support. Sometimes you may have your parents, siblings, friends, everyone around you in close proximity, but you may come across a situation in your life when you find that none of them is able to help you. They may not even be able to realize what you're going through. And when that can make you sink in disappointment, a person who knows Allah well, who knows this attribute of his Al-Wakeel, will know that that's not a situation of disappointment, rather it's an honor. How? In the case of such a person I mentioned above, who finds no one, that's when Allah takes care of that person directly, subhanallah. Through someone else is good enough for us, it's enough. That's fine for us. But what if Allah takes